Drumbean woke with a strangled gasp, his body slick with sweat despite the chill of the tower chamber. The sheets were tangled around his legs, the stone floor beneath his bare feet icy as a grave when he rose. For a moment he did not know where he was, only that Malekith's hand had been at his throat, cold as iron left too long in snow. The dream still clung to him. He had stood upon the battlements as fog rolled like a living thing, and behind him the world had gone silent. When Malekith spoke, it was not with a voice, but with memory. Cities burned without flame, crowns cracked like eggshells. Gods turned their faces away. The Lich King had not raged or shouted. He had smiled, amused as a man smiles at a board already won. "You hide behind prophecy," Malekith had whispered, fingers tightening. "Behind crowns you do not yet understand. I have waited longer than your empire has breathed." Then the sky had split, and Drumbean had seen what marched beneath it. He pressed a trembling hand to his chest, forcing breath back into his lungs. The room was quiet now, only the low hum of warding sigils, and the distant cry of the city far below. No shadow stood behind him, no hand closed around his throat. Yet the certainty remained, heavy as stone. This was no ordinary nightmare. Malekith had touched him. Drumbean crossed the chamber and paused, before the pedestal where his scepter rested. The emerald at its tip glimmered faintly, sensing his unrest. For a heartbeat he considered calling the council, sounding alarms, waking half the tower. But fear was a poor herald. He needed wisdom, not noise. Pulling on his robe, he left his chambers and began the long descent of the mage tower. Each step echoed too loudly in his ears. With every turn of the stair, the dream replayed itself. Malekith's patience, his certainty, his promise that the realms would kneel again. At last he reached the Archmage's door. Drumbean stopped, hand hovering just short of the wood. He was the Empire's greatest wizard, feared by enemies and revered by peers. Yet in this moment, he felt like an apprentice again. Standing on the edge of knowledge he was not certain he wished to hear. Still he knocked. If Malekith was truly stirring, then prophecy alone would not be enough. And whatever came next, the realms would need more than hope to survive it.